Namaskar, I'm Dr. Nalini Avinash Wagmare. Today's our topic is related to Brahma Samaja. Raja Ram Mohan Rai has rightly been described as the father of Indian Renaissance and the prophet of Indian nationalism. Beyond all his ideas of social and religious reforms, there lay the thought of bringing about political regeneration of his countrymen. Rajaram Mohan Rai, uh, when we thoroughly study his history, we find that he was banned the sati system in 1829 with the act. Because of him, many women's life was saved. So in the early 19th century, the study of liberal ideas created an awakening in education class who decided to remove the inherent evils in the Indian society. Bengal played a leading role in the new awakening of India. Rajaram Mohan Rai was the central figure in the new awakening in India. For his pioneering efforts in social reforms and creating new awakening among the people, he was being regarded as the father of Indian Renaissance or even the father of modern India. His early life, Rajaram Mohan Rai was born a well-to-do family in 1772 and gradually promised a good educational career. He had love for Hindu religion and condemned idol worship. Without caring for the breadth of the Orthodox, he preached his ideas. He stated that idol worship was against the teaching of the Vedas. This shocked the people and his family to turn against him. He had to leave his house. He learned many languages like English, Persian, Arabic, Sanskrit, and Greek. He was also well versed with the philosophies of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. He worked in the East India Company, but he gave up his job and settled in Calcutta and spent his time doing benevolent work. He took up the cause of the Mughal emperor that the British must allow him to enjoy his privileges and titles. That is why the emperor gave him the title Raja in 1801. Ram Mohan Roy is considered to be the modernizer of India. It is right to say that he is the modernizer because he brought India out of the old tradition, superstition, caste system, and to modern liberal thought and democracy introduced to Indians. He also founded the Brahma Samaja where he preached worship of one God. He visited England and some other countries and died there in 1833 at Bristol in England. His works. Ram Mohan Roy had an ambitious program of translating all Vedas and Upanishads in important language of the world with a critical note on his own. A letter to Lord Amherst on English education, a tract on religious toleration, rights of Hindus over ancestral properties according to law of Bengal, gifts of monotheists, precepts of Jesus, the guide to peace and happiness. To Ram Mohan Rai was the press was a power. He established Sambandha Kaumudi, Mirutu Akbar, Brahmanical Magazine, Bengal Herald, Bangdut, and associated with a large number of newspapers and periodicals such as the Calcutta Journal, the Indian Gazette, James Jahan Numa, the Bengal Hurkaru, and the Samachar Darbar. In order to propagate his ideas and formulate public opinion on problems facing the country during his times. His political ideas. Politically, he believed that the Britishers should continue to stay in India and felt that there should be maximum liberty for the people. Liberty and authority can do together, and in fact, liberty was an indication of state advancement. His views on liberty. He was a lover of liberty, which was not only confined to political but to social and economic institutions as well. He believed that Swaraj was no solution to our political problems of time. He was the first to start public agitation on political questions. He condemned the Jamindars who exploited the peasants. He protested against the attempt to impose taxes on tax-free lands. He demanded fair trade rule for Indians. He also demanded that Indians should be given higher posts in the services. Raja Ram Mohan Rai took a keen interest in international events and everywhere he supported the cause of liberty, democracy was necessary and nationalism. His economic ideas. He was the person who demanded that peasants should not be exploited by the rich and demanded that government should take care steps to see that the landlords did not arbitrarily enhance rates of payment from the cultivators. Ram Mohan Roy severely condemned the oppressive practices of the Bengal Zemindars. He demanded the government to fire the maximum rents to be paid by the peasants permanently. He demanded the abolition of the company's trading rights and the heavy import duties on the Indian goods. He also demanded Indianization of the public services, separation of powers, trial by jury, and equality of justice between Indians and Europeans. His religious ideas. As a Hindu, he felt that ideal worship was a subsequent addition in religion and therefore unnatural. He believed in the worship of one supreme God, which was above everything else. In 1809, he wrote Tafa'utul Muwahhidin, Gift of Monotheists in Persian. In his work, strongly supported worship of one God and rejected polytheism. In 1815, he established the Atmiya Sabha, Society of Friends, in Calcutta for holding weekly discussions and meditation. He fiercely opposed worship of idols, rigidity of caste system, and prevalence of meaningless religious rituals. In 1820, he published Precepts of Jesus, in which he tried to separate the moral and philosophic message of the New Testament from its miracle stories. These beliefs won him the hostility of many Orthodox Hindus. Rajaram Mohan Rai and Brahma Samaj. The activities of Atmiya Sabha lead to the formation of Brahma Sabha, later known as Brahma Samaj, or the One God Society. The main objective of Samaj was to reform Hinduism and preach monotheism or worship of one God. Ram Mohan Rai and his Brahma Samaja were the pointers in reforming the Hindu society and religion and asserted equality for Hindu religion with other religions on the basis of philosophy of the Vedas and Upanishads. The activities of Brahma Samaj. The Brahma Samaj interpreted the religion with reason and logic so much that aggressive sect, the Sadharana Brahma Samaj, refused to accept even the Vedas as the last word of God. It saved the Hindu religion against the onslaughts of Christianity, simplified and modernized it, and paved the way for the emergence of other social and religious reform movements among the Hindus. The Brahma Samaj led a crusade against all social evils of Hindu society. Example, sati, polygamy, child marriage, marriage of minor girls, caste system, parda system, untouchability, and use of intoxicant, etc., which is social evils. These are the social evils which existed at that time. So Brahma Samaj take a steps to against these things and reform the Hindu society. The Brahma Samaj used all possible modern means to propagate its social and religious ideas. It took no definite stand on the doctrine of karma and transmigration of soul and left it to individual Brahmas to believe either way. Ram Mohan Roy supported the cause of English language and Western system of education and started the English school, the Hindu college, and the Vedanta college at Calcutta. The main area of activities of Brahma Samaj, of course, remained confined to Bengal. but its branches were established in distant provinces like Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, and Madras. Besides, it inspired the people in other provinces to pursue the task which it was pursuing itself in Bengal. The Pratana Samaj at Mumbai was the result of its inspiration. The leaders of Brahma Samaj also worked for the welfare of peasants, liberty of the press, social legislation, etc. The Brahma Samaj also participated in building national sentiment among the Indians. It glorified the ancient culture of India, helped in developing confidence among Indians in their own religion, and thus participated indirectly in the resurgence of Indian nationalism. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was of the opinion that men and women should be given equal status and that the women should be given the right to have a share in ancestral property. He was a great humanist as well as internationalist and believed in toleration and love for mankind. According to him, religion should create feeling of fellowship, fellowship and promise love. A human being concept mentioned. He was thus in religious field more an internationalist than a nationalist. He believes in the fundamental truth and unity of all religions. Agitation against Sati system. Raja Ram Mohan Rai against the Sati system fought a lifelong crusade against the social evils. That is Sati. His most prominent one was against the inhuman practice of Sati. In 1880, he vigorously set out to arouse public opinion against Sati. The barbarous custom of Sati, where the widow had to throw her living body on the prey with corpus of her husband when he died, by showing that the ancient text did not support Sati and try appealing to reason, compassion, and inhumanity of the people. By visiting burning ghats to persuade the family of the widows of give up the idea of self-immolation. By organizing groups to keep strict check on such practices and preventing any attempt to force the widow to perform sati. Then ban of sati system. By organizing a petition in support of Lord William Bentinck's efforts to ban the rise of sati. Ram Mohan Rai efforts met with success when William Bentinck passed the anti-sati legislation in 1829. To propagate the ideas of the Brahma Samaj, Ram Mohan Rai, Raja Ram Mohan Rai started a daily newspaper called Samudra Kaumudi. After the death of Ram Mohan Rai was followed by a decade of inaction and regression. Then in 1843, Debendranath Tagore, father of Rabindranath Tagore, revitalized the Brahma Samaj. Then what was the influence of Brahma Samaj on Indian society? For about 50 years since it was stated, Brahma Samaj played a key role of the new awakening in India. It regenerated Hinduism and paved way for a modern India. Its prominent members, including the Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Raj Narayan Basu, made significant contribution to the new thinking. It inspired parallel movements in other parts of India like the Pratana Samaj and Arya Samaj. Rajaram Mohan Rai was a champion of women's welfare to men. He was against polygamy and the degraded status of widow. To raise the status of women, he demanded that they should have the right of inheritance and property. Sati system banned in rural India and saved the life of many women and saved the life of many women. Then, in conclusion, we can say that the role of the Brahma Samaj as the first intellectual movement which spread the ideas of nationalism and enlightened in modern India cannot be overemphasized. Its liberal approach to social and religious questions alike, Its educational and social reform activities instilled in new confidence, which in turn contributed to the growth of nationalism. A number of Brahma Samajists were later prominent in the struggle for independence. According to Pune, Ram Mohan Rai stands in the history as a living bridge over which India marches from her unmeasured past to her incalculable future. That's why he was called as a modern maker of modern India. Thus, Raja Ram Mohan Rai was truly great reformer who worked throughout his life for social, religious, intellectual, and political regeneration of Indians. The story of the Brahma Sabha gives us a glimpse of 19th century Bengal, which is one of the most interesting periods of Indian history and in which Ram Mohan Rai played the role of the pathfinder. Dwarakanath was responsible for propagating the liberal thoughts of Raja Ram Mohan Rai. After Ram Mohan Rai's demise, Maharishi Debendranath revived the Samaj, Shanti Niketan, welcomed people from every country. Universalism was upheld by the poet Rabindranath through literature and ceremonies. Both Rabindranath were inspired by Ram Mohan Rai and his thoughts. Raja Ram Mohan Rai's thoughts relevant to solve social evils and build nationalism among the people of India till today. So these are the reference books you can refer for detailed study of Ram Mohan Rai, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, his works, his social reforms, and his contribution to modern India.